Hello world, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. We're picking up where we left off in Mount Gagazet. We just ran into a battle with a new enemy. Okay, so this is a great way to start off. And probably even a better way to start off is not having my headset, like, adjusted right. And I almost thought I had myself muted, but okay. Alright, so we have a new enemy, Mandragora. He's basically like Lord Ochu and others that we fought before. We just have to watch out for pretty much anything he has to dish out, including poison and earthquake, I believe, and possibly Ochu dance. So we gotta be careful when his health is low. For now, we'll just attack. Nah, I'm not gonna blind him. I don't think we need to. Let's bring out Riku and have her steal. We still want to go for that achievement for, like, what was it, 100 or 200 steals from Riku? Alright, what are you gonna do? I'll take it. Alright, we'll bring out Kimahri. Then we'll do Yuna, Lulu, and finish off with Auron, I believe. Okay. Now Yuna. I just gotta be careful because I don't want to overkill this guy. At least not till Auron is out here. We'll go for Lulu. I think we're gonna have her steal. And Auron will finish it off. As soon as I bring him out. There we go. And owned! Almost literally. So that is the Mandragora. I think there's still one, maybe two, no, 3 more species of enemies we have to encounter. I don't know how, if, or when we'll actually encounter them. That's the only downside. And these are not it. Okay, let's keep on going. We just have to come right up. Oh, good! This is actually one of the other enemies I was really hoping we'd fight. Mostly because he's kind of a rare enemy. This is a Dark Flam. He is resistant to all elemental spells, as well as physical attacks. So it's going to be pretty hard to take him down. We'll just have Riku mug for a Star Curtain. Not bad. I believe we can poison him. I just don't know if we really want to. No, we don't want to, because we have to capture him. That's right. So let's see what Farraga does. Not much, and that's coming from Yuna, so yeah. There's nothing Tidus can really do. We'll go with Triple Foul, see if that can do some damage. And it only inflicted darkness. Great. Alright, we'll bring in Lulu. We'll see what she can do. Maybe Water Gun?
Let's see you under pressure.
And still not much more than Yuna, so that's pretty bad. I don't remember if I had Kimahri out. Let's do another Star Curtain, apparently. We'll bring in Waka. Let's see if he can do Triple Foul. Or, no! I got it. Let's try Silence Buster. There we go. Haha! He couldn't do a thing. Alright, what's he at? Yeah, Auron's not going to cut it. So we'll just do Armor Break.
Your pain shall be twofold.
Let's see if this works. And it did. Alright. So now Tidus... Oh wait, it's going to use Light Wind. That's both bad and good. That's bad because I think that got rid of his Armor Break. But that's good because... Oh, it didn't. But that's still good because Kimahri can learn Light Wind now. And that is an awesome ability. So let's bring in Tidus, and he should be enough to finish this guy off. And he was. Nice. So we've got almost every species of enemy in here captured. There's only 2 more that I can remember, and they're coming up pretty soon. But we still have 1 more trip in the water. We'll be right back. And we just got a new sword for Tidus. I recognize the name, but I forgot what it does. SOS Overdrive and Strength plus 5. Could be better, but that's not bad. Anyway, back into the water we go. And make sure everyone's not completely healed. We'll go ahead and use a Mega Potion. Just to... I could use a potion. Just get everyone back up there. Ugh, excuse me. Alright, we'll keep swimming. And... yeah, not a whole lot going on. We're going to be running into a lot of enemies we've seen already, so... I think I'm going to cut back to when we get to the next puzzle. Okay, so here we are at the next puzzle. If you just keep swimming down the cavern, you'll eventually get to this wall. But basically, to solve this puzzle, it says to line up the characters by size and send them into the appropriate hole. That's what she said. But really, you just have to match up the characters with their colors from the sphere grid. So Riku is green, we'll send her to green. Titus is blue, we'll send him to blue. Waka is red, we'll send him to red. Or rather, it'll automatically send him to red. Oddly enough, I think Riku's circle is bigger than Titus's. Anyway, if you turn around and swim down to open this chest, Fortune Sphere. That is always nice, because you never have enough of them. Okay, so we've pretty much seen all the enemies, as I said before, so I'll probably cut back to when we make it back to shore. And here we are, we made it back on land. Thank Glob. It was taking forever for me to get through that, and the encounter rate in here is pretty high. And we got our 2 new enemies we need to capture. Sweet. Okay, so we have a Grendel and an Ahriman. The Grendel we fought before, basically, he has a tough hide, and will launch a fireball attack at all of our characters. So, basically inflict darkness, and you can avoid most of his attacks. The Ahriman, he's basically the same as any other evil eye we fought. He can confuse you, he's aerial, and resistant to magic. So first off, we'll just go ahead and steal from the Grendel. High potion. Whatever. We'll go ahead and do triple foul on the Grendel just to take him out. Okay, that didn't work. Now he's charging his fireball, so we gotta be careful. Waka should be able to one-hit kill this evil eye, so let's go for it. And he does. Nice. Not so nice is that Grendel's gonna attack unless we do something. So we'll bring in Lulu, Kimahri, we'll do Blaze...
So, how shall we do this?
We'll do No Blaze, and then that should do it. No, we'll just go ahead and steal. Also, I'm wrong. We'll bring in Yuna now. She'll do No Blaze, and we'll go from there. Let's hope I'm right. I mean, this won't do massive damage to your party, but if you're not careful... I know I keep saying if you're not careful, but... that's basically the point of this game. If you're not careful, you can die easily. But yeah, so that worked nicely. We'll bring in Kimahri. He'll just guard, and Auron will finish it off.
Farewell.
Worked like a charm. Now
No
that...
time to waste. Let's go.
that should have been every fiend in this cave. So if we ever manage to get back to that old guy at the training arena, he should give us a prize for doing this. And it's a really good one.
They'll be upon us soon. She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Yunalesca.
Lady Yunalesca.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
So it's apparently obvious... Wow, another fight. We'll be right back. Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna run from this fight because... yeah. I think we've done more than enough, and I'm tired of these fiends interrupting my thought process. So yeah, like we've seen already, Orin, Braska, and Jex managed to make it to Xanarkand. And of course they know about, like, Lady Yunalesca and all that stuff, but it almost feels like there's more going on than what he's letting on. He seems to know too much about something, and yet isn't telling us about it. Anyway, past the safe sphere will be another semi-tough boss fight. But I've got other stuff I want to do, so we'll meet you. We'll come back to it when I come back to this, and I'll probably meet you back in the Calmlands at the arena guy. Okay, we are back at the monster arena. Now, just a side note, I did take some time and I went into the sunken cave where we found Yojimbo. I captured all the fiends I could find there. I think I got them all. And I also captured 10 of each fiend from there, as well as Mount Gagazet. So let's go ahead and see what our rewards are. Make sure I'm not muted. Okay, good. I've been researching specimens you brought from Mount Gagazet and created one nasty beast. Blossom Crown. That is what I'm looking for, because now with this, we can potentially go and get 3 powerful Aeons all wrapped in one flowery package. Let's see though, and I don't want to give anyone's hopes up if I'm wrong. Want to take a swing at it? No, I'll show off the fights later, but not right now. Yeah, the first fight was free, and the others cost money, and yeah. Specimens brought from the cave under the gorge. Silver Hourglass, that's also pretty nice. I think that inflicts slow on enemies, I'll have to double check. Once again, not now. And let's talk to him one more time, because we have the monsters that he's been saying we could fight against are area creations. He can also make monsters called original creations, which is based off of, I think, a gathering of multiple species of fiends, all come together into one mega fiend. And this should be it. I've done it! I've created a monster! It's a fabulous day! Come on, kiddo, help me celebrate! 3 stars, yes! That right there will reduce your MP cost to only 1 during battle. And even better, put it on equipment, it gives you 1 MP cost on your weapons. So that is nice already. Want to take a swing at it? Again, no, I'll show it off later. So let's see if he has one more. And he does! And what does he give us? Mega Elixir. I was kind of hoping for something better, but that works. No. Oh, not up for it? Yeah, I'm not up for it. Now let's see. I'm going to take a chance to say he has another one? Nope, he doesn't. But that's still pretty nice. That means if we go to Customize and go down to one of Yuna's weapons, we should have 1 MP cost. And even better, that only takes up 23 stars out of the 60 we have, which means we can use this 3 times. However, I think I'm going to go ahead and only do it twice. Once on Yuna's weapon, because why not? And once again on Lulu's weapon, because then she'll basically be a wrecking house of awesome. She won't have Sensor, which is kind of a downer, but we'll take it. Now, another thing you can do with the 3 stars, if you go all the way down to the bottom, break MP limit. That is actually kind of useless. I know, that sounds like it should be awesome, going past your limit. However, not only is it somewhat difficult to get up there in this point of the game, even if you do, it still won't matter too much in the long run, because break MP limit requires 33 stars. 1 MP cost requires only 20. So you're using up less resources for 1 MP cost versus 30 for break MP limit. You might as well go with 1 MP cost. It basically increases your max MP output versus your actual limit. And I think the output is a lot better than the limit, in my opinion. We could do that for Riku because she honestly needs it more than anything. She has the higher costing spells and no way to reduce them. However, as I said before, I don't really want to waste that much on her. So I think we'll keep it there for now until we find a way to get more. For now, though... Yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and use the sphere grid, and I'll meet you in Rummy Temple. Okay, so I said I was going to meet you guys back at Rummy Temple. I went there, and I tried to get what I honestly thought were 3 new Aeons. Didn't happen because reasons. Well, actually, there is a really good reason. You need all Aeons to access the last 3, and we're still missing 1, which we can't get until after we complete the Zanarkand area. So, we're going to go ahead and fight this boss, but before we do, double check your party, make sure everyone is on the up and up about what's going on, and that's all you really can do. Oh yeah, and make sure to unequip your characters with, or unequip them from the taming weapons. You really won't need them here. Let's see if we can find Wakka. There he is. Evade encounter. Good. I'll probably have to sell some stuff at some point. But yeah, as I said, this next one's going to be a little bit tough. So you're going to need all the help you can get. Hopefully your characters are at full overdrive. I know my Yuna isn't, but I'm not too worried about that. So let's see. I think I'm going to have Riku, Kimahri, and probably Lulu up front first. Then I'll switch out to Wakka, Tidus, and Auron. And when he's weak enough, we'll do the overkill with Yuna. I can only hope that's how it'll turn out. So when you feel like you're ready, let's head on forward. And I hope there are no more battles until then. Good.
It comes!
And here is the next boss in our Gagazet trial to Zanarkand. Sanctuary Keeper. He's got 40,000 HP, which I think might be higher than... I feel like we fought something with 56,000. But anyway, he's got high physical and magical defense, as it says on the top. So he's not going to be that easy. And I believe he has counterattacks. A lot of his attacks will hit all of your party members. And one in particular will inflict Curse, which will make it impossible for you to use the overdrive until you get rid of Curse. So for now, let's just mug him. Turbo Ether. Okay. For Kimahri, there's nothing he can really do that would be useful, I don't think. If I put up Mighty Guard, it could help, but at the same time, there would be no point. No, we'll save him for when we need White Wind. So we'll just put him on guard. Photon Wings. This is will inflict Curse on you. And it hurts a lot. Yeah, it also inflicts, I think that's blind status, so that's not good. Okay, so Kimahri already had a turn. We don't need him right now. What we need is Tidus, Wakka, and Auron. So, let's see. I could do quick attack. I don't want to go in for an I don't want to go in for an overdrive just yet. Actually, let's bring in Auron first. What am I thinking? Because he might be able to do armor break. I don't know if he's immune to that. He is not. Okay. Now we can bring in Wakka. And let's see. Yeah, no way this should kill him. Let's go in for an attack reels. Let's see if I can even hit it right. And I did. Nice. I'm getting better at it. Come on, Wakka. Do your thing. Just do not kill him unless it's an overkill. Whoops. I mean, it's good that was an overkill, but Tidus and Yuna didn't get a turn. I wasn't prepared for that. Well, that's how you beat the Sanctuary Keeper. Alright then. And quick cutscene.
Hey, can't we rest a little?
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left.
Riku.
Fine. I'll think on the way.
And for overkilling the thing... Oh, Lulu didn't get anything either. Really? Okay, well, that's one way to both do it and not do it. We also got 2 return spheres and a halftime from him. I'm not sure what abilities that has, but we'll check it out.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. Almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself. Before, the closer I came to Zanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Braska will call the final Aeon. He will fight Sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, yeah?
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing. That is my story.
I still wish we could play Auron's story. That would be so awesome to see, like, from our perspective, how he, Jecht, and Braska made it to Zanarkand. But yeah, this is where it kind of gets a little bit heavier story-wise, because Auron is introspective about the journey. Everyone else is sad they're going to lose Yuna. Tidus is a bit uneasy about his own destiny, I guess you could call it. And yeah, we're nowhere near closer to an answer on how to save Yuna. Just keep following the path, and it'll lead to another cutscene. Again, I don't know why they don't split, like... I don't get why they didn't leave both cutscenes together. They shouldn't have split it.
A city dead for 1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey. The last chapter in my story. My thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers. Slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku. You're a true friend, and I thank you, but... I must go. Down to Zanarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But should we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Yuni...
Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything.
Don't say that, Yuni. It's not over yet.
Tell Sid, thank you.
No. You can tell him yourself.
Please.
Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Kimari, let's go.
And Yuna dropped this sphere from the Mihen High Road, something she recorded much earlier. I don't know what happens if you skip it, but let's go ahead and grab it.
Sir Orin, Kimari told me, when my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps, if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now, I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kimari. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then, because that was when I knew my father was dead, and I would never see him again. You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go!" And you listened, Kimari. You stayed. Kimari, thank you. Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn. Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian. Star player of the Xanarkand Abes. You are... I am... Well, I'm glad... I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but... It's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts sometimes. I wonder. I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all. I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
What you up to?
So yeah, that was basically Yuna explaining, or not really explaining, but more like what was going on with Yuna at that time. And she was basically getting ready to say goodbye to everyone. Of course, she didn't leave a message for Riku because we didn't have Riku at that point. But wow, it does kind of give an introspective look on like our YouTube journey from the start of this series up until now. I mean, granted, it's only been maybe a few weeks at most, but at the same time, like, I feel like I've come a long way. Anyway, I like hiding in this hole in the mountain because, I don't know, there's no use for it, so I found a use for it. My hidey hole. Anyway, enough joking around. If we come up here, we just go around the mountain, and I believe we should be getting a bit of a gorgeous sunset and Xanarkand itself. Yeah. Now this is this world's version of Xanarkand. Destroyed, dried up. It's been dead for 1,000 years. And it shows. Doesn't quite look like the same Xanarkand that we're used to seeing, but that's definitely Xanarkand, just without water. And it gets a lot more pretty and a lot more sad, I guess, as we continue on.
listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think
Yes?
that we should stop. Maybe. For now. Let's go.
So here we are in Xanarkand, and I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. I'll go through this. Actually, there aren't too many sphere levels to really go through. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save it here. This is where the story, again, I know I said that before. This is where the story really intensifies and gets really heavy. And it's going to take some time to get through it, even from this point onto the end of the game. So we're going to go ahead and we will save it here. So thank you everybody for watching. I really hope you've been enjoying the series so far, for whoever's been watching it. And we'll be sure to see you in the next video. Bye, world!